Hello everyone, my name is Linda Gundel. I am the CEO of Linda's Perfection Creations. I am a master certified wedding planner and a florist. Linda's Perfection Creation is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in and around the Philadelphia area. So we service New Jersey, New York, Delaware, Connecticut, Baltimore. So you just name it. We also do international wedding and destination wedding, as most people call it as well. I have over 10 plus years in the wedding industry. Um, with my business, we do full service, partial, we also do custom services to cater to the client needs. So I meet my client what the stage they are in the planning. Some people may want planning, some people may want flowers, some people may just want centerpieces or just a bridal bouquet. So whatever service you need, I can customize it and tailor to your event. But enough about me. I'm going to continue the series of doing these videos every single day. This week, I'm going to change it a little different as we get. I'm going to start talking about invitation. And over the next few days, I'm going to dive deeper. But for right now, I'm just going to start with the basics of invitation. When you should send your invitation, how's the process, what are the wordings, what are some of the things you should do and not do. So for today, I'm just going to start from the beginning stages. For your invitation, you need about 8 to 10 weeks. That was the standard 8 weeks, but now with COVID, I said try to give it at least 10 to 12 weeks because a lot of people are behind. And then one of the most important things is that we think about it. We haven't had weddings in about 2 years. A lot of people have been doing smaller weddings because of COVID, and now things has changed. So the wedding industry right now is projected to be the biggest since the past 40 years. So there are more weddings and more things. So I would say always root of thumb, always be safe than sorry. So do a lot earlier. But I'm just going to say if you go with the standard 8 weeks process, what are the steps you should do? So from 2 to 4 weeks in that 8 weeks started, you need to start looking for your invitation online. And this is if you're doing it for by yourself. If you have a planner, of course, the planner knows offhand what it should do. But if you are doing it for yourself, from 2 to 4 weeks, you need to start choosing the invitation, researching to find the one that fits your perfect needs. Um, 3 weeks on, you need to start deciding on the design. How do you want it to look? Do you want flower? Do you want simple? Do you want chic? Do you want vintage? Do you want it to go with your wedding theme? So after you find the invitation you want through your company, you need to decide on how you want it to look. And then the next thing is that once you find a designer, you find a company that makes fits your needs, you want to make sure that you proofread everything. And I'm saying it. If you have to do it 100%, if you have to sit there like a 1 year or 2 year who just first started school and look at word for word, please proofread. Because what happened is once this go into printing, that's it. You don't want to print 200 or 100 invitation and end up having an error in it. So proofread and double proofread because they will let most company will give you at least two proven, some places three based on who you use to prove it. Once you approve it, that's go into production. And you want to have an invitation and have error. You cannot change it. You are stuck with that, and then you have to pay extra money to do it all over again. So please, please, please proofread everything. And once you order your invitation, printing goes about 2 to 3 weeks is into printing. Into that, it takes about, I would say, it based on what you get in, what kind, by around, I would say maybe around 2 to 3 months. Um, it takes about like the processing to get the invitation. This is if you're doing custom designs and the calligraphy and things like that. Now, it is a little faster when you are, you know, ordering for the custom thing online. Now some places do it faster where online they have a simple, you just send a word order, so it comes a little faster than the 2 to 3 month, maybe 5 weeks, maybe some places 10 to 7 days based on how it is. If it's not being customized, that is. But if you are customizing it to make something from scratch and making it unique and adding other details, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Once you receive your invitation, please start to mail it, package it, and send it off. One of the great things that you can use, because let's say if you have 100 weddings, people that come into your wedding, that's a lot of invitation for just you and your spouse to package and mail. This is the great way to gather all your friends, your family, your bride tribe. Either your house have a movie night, a date night, or some kind of drinking night or entertainment, anything you want to do. Come over and say, hey guys, have fun and put them to work. When people have alcohol, they will work. If there's something fun, you feed a stomach. The two things that gather people together is drinks and food. If you got something to feel, it will be a lot faster. It will get done speedily. But if you try to do it by yourself, it is time consuming. So make sure you have help. Get your groomsman, your bridesmaid, and you guys can just go ahead, and maybe the parents and the parents. Parents love to do stuff like that. That's something the mother of the bride, they can feel, where, and the father of the bride too. They can feel really involved. That's a job that they would love to do, to ship an invitation and then send it up. And then once you mail it out, I would say about 3 weeks. Give the deadline for people to receive the invitation for 3 weeks, to get all your RSVP things in the mail and so on and so forth. Now, after that is done, one thing I will make sure is that a lot of people now has trying to go to send an invite. That's for me. If that's your preference, because sometimes people trying to save costs, that's a cost that I feel that you should put within your budget. Because one, sending an invite is not personal or it don't feel special. Two, a lot of people don't check their emails all the time. Sometimes it might go into the spam folder. Sometimes they may not see that invitation. Sometimes it may not get delivered. There's a lot of factor that can go into it. And if you're waiting for RSVP and somebody haven't received your invitation, that's a major problem. If you want to do that, you can have them. Some people have an option where they say, oh, they can RSVP online. Put your prepaid stamp in the envelope as you're sending your invitation around. Let the people mail your invitation RSVP from to you. Because what that does is it give you a proper head count. Who's gonna come, who's not going, and make your life easier. Because when somebody just go online and say, hey, I'm coming, but they don't take the food, that's another legwork that you have to do. So I would say make sure you send your invitation, send a card. It's classic, it's personable, it feels special than doing an invite. But to each his own. But I would say make sure you have an invitation within your budget. It just set its own. Everybody love receiving good meals. Who don't like receiving something good in the mail? And that's something people can save and utilize that. So try to stay away. I know, in the date of technology, a lot of people is staring off of it, but make sure you do your invitation. And with the invitation, they have a lot of sizes. They got the standard, for the invitation, the flat invitation, the square, the tri-four. And then another thing is think about the colors when you're doing your invitation. I know a lot of people stand off they want to do as the theme of the wedding, which is all great, it's fine. But make sure with the ink, because black looks good on everything. But if you choose to do another color to call the theme of the wedding, make sure it's a color that is really clear. You don't, once again, you don't want to pay for something that common people cannot even read what you're putting on there. So if you're going to use colors and go outside the norm, something a little different, make sure it's a darker color. If it's a lighter, make sure that it can see it properly. It doesn't blend in with the invitation and it's make it difficult. So just be very careful what you pay, because looking at stuff online is one thing and then getting it in person. We all have that experience where you buy say something online, it looks so beautiful, and when it come in, it's totally the opposite, and you don't want to spend $400 to $500 on invitation, and it just don't come out the way you want to do. I seen that happen. Please, please, please stay away from that. And also the paper. Make sure you use a word paper. It shouldn't be heavy. You don't want too much of a heavy paper. It also shouldn't be thin as well, but use a quick balance that that will balance off your invitation and make it great. But that's all I have for today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about more in detail about wording for invitation and also go into detail about some of the things that you need to know when you're doing your invitation. But thanks for watching. Once again, my name is Linda Perfection, and I am the CEO of Linda Perfection Creations. You can go on my website at lyndaperfect.creationseven.com to schedule a free 30-minute consultation where I can tell you more about my services and you can just tell me more about your wedding. And also, I offer a DIY planning class where I teach couple how to plan the wedding from start to finish. And it's beautiful. You get a hands-on training, everything that you need, every trait and tools that you need to plan your wedding. Once again, thanks for watching. You have an amazing day. Bye.